Hi friends, it's Morah Brachie here. Today we're going to learn all about the letter Vav. Alright friends, who wants to learn some really fun facts about our letter Vav? Alright, let's get to it. So, the letter Vav is the sixth number of the Alef Beis. Number 6. And 6 represents so many special things. So, do you want to find out what the number 6 represents? Well, let me show you. In the Midbar, in the desert, who remembers that the Yidden were traveling through the desert, right? And as they were traveling, guess what? Hashem made a super big miracle, that there were clouds all around them. It surrounded them, on top of them, under them, on both sides of them, and in the front and in the back. You see, on all sides of them, there were 6 clouds. 6 clouds. And each cloud did a very special thing. Well, the top cloud, the cloud that was on top of them, it protected them from the sun, because the sun was so hot in the desert, and they didn't want to get sunburned, right? Hashem made a big miracle that the cloud on top protected them from the sun. But what about on the floor? Why do they need a cloud underneath them? Well, that's because underneath them was the hot desert sand, and they didn't want their feet to burn. And sometimes there could be little bugs or animals, maybe scorpions, things that can be dangerous. And Hashem protected them, that it should be smooth when they walk, and it shouldn't be so hot on their feet. You see? So they had such an easy way to walk, and they weren't getting burnt from the sun. But what else? Why did they have clouds on 4 sides of them? On the 1 here, 2, 3 in the back, and 4 in the front. Well, they had clouds on all sides of them because sometimes if people saw and other nations saw and they wanted to attack the Yidden, and if they sent bow and arrows, you see, some arrows or other weapons toward the Yidden, guess what? Hashem made a big miracle. Look! The weapon would go and it would bounce off the cloud and it would go back. And any weapon that tried to attack the Yidden would turn into straw. It wouldn't even stay a weapon, so it could never hurt the Yidden. And the Yidden were always protected. And that was super special. And do you want to know something else that's so much fun to learn about these clouds that protected the Yidden? Well, something else is that the Yidden had one pair of clothes. A mommy had a dress, right? One pair of clothes. And the children and the tatis, they all had one pair of clothes for themselves. And when they were a baby, they were wrapped in that pair of clothes. And as they grew bigger and bigger and bigger, guess what? The clothes grew with them. So they never had to get new clothes, right? When you go to sleep, you put on pajamas. Or for the next day, one day I want to wear my flower dress. The next day I want to wear a striped shirt. But guess what? They wore the same thing and it grew with them. And sometimes our clothes, it gets so dirty and so stinky sometimes. But guess what? The clouds made sure that their clothes stayed clean and pressed and beautiful the whole time. So they were living such a beautiful life in those clouds, right? And that's something really fun to know about those 6 clouds. Do you want to know something else about the number 6? What do I have here? Yeah, it's a tzedakah box, right? And how many sides does a box have? Any box. I have a tzedakah box, but you can take any box. You can go in your house, find any box, and you can count with me. We're going to count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You see? And the number 6 shows on something whole. Look, it's whole. Is it broken? No. In a sukkah, you can walk straight through, right? There's a door, there's an opening. But there's 6 complete sides on this box. There's no opening. This is whole, right? So these are some really fun facts about the number 6. Now, let's learn about what sound does our letter Vav make. The letter Vav makes the sound V. V. Can you do that? V. So good! Now, let's learn some words. Let's start with the letter Vav. We have the word varod. Very good. Varod is a rose in Hebrew. That starts with the letter Vav. What else starts with the letter Vav? Let's see what else. Vilon. Can you say vilon? That's curtains in Hebrew. You see these curtains? That's how you say curtains in Hebrew. Vilon, right? Now let's see if we can find one more word. Another word that you can say in Hebrew is vanilla. And guess what? It sounds the same in English. In English, you can say vanilla. In Hebrew, it's also vanilla. And guess what? There's vanilla inside these vanilla beans. These are vanilla beans. And inside, there's vanilla. And these are some words that start with the letter Vav. And so thank you for joining me, friends. And I will see you next time. Bye!